Что illa ma alperta. Isne isprashe för just du sta. Isne iskala så znadas. Isne iskala så ma.
Hello everyone, CFX here, and in this video I wanted to discuss how you can mark up your charts when you are trading, and we're going to bring it back down all the way to the basics. So I know some people struggle with marking up their charts, so they feel like they're marking up their charts incorrectly. So I definitely want to show you guys how to use all of your tools to the left, and changing the time frames and how to find indicators or even setting alerts. So basically how to navigate through Tradingview and helping you guys mark up your charts in a better way, so therefore you become more profitable while you are trading. So let's see, we can start with this. We can start with NZD CAD. So to your left is where all of your tools will be while you are trading, and the main ones is Trendline, horizontal line. Those are the main two that I use if you guys watch my videos and see how I mark up my charts. But all you have to do, come over here, and this arrow right here out beside it, just click it, and this is how you will bring up that list. Now let's just say you want to use that horizontal line. You click on it and you automatically will come to the charts, and you will see dotted lines on wherever your marker is. You just click right there and boom, it will place your horizontal line. So I mainly use that to set up my support and my resistance when I am marking up my charts, and use pinpoint accuracies when I am trading binary options. So that's how you can do that. And then for your trend line, all you guys will have to do is come over here, click on the arrow again, trend line, and boom. And that's how you can mark up a trend line. Now, majority of the time, I do mark up my trend line going from wick to wick, or whether it's the highest low or the highest high. That's how I mark up my trend lines. A lot of people do mark it up at the opening and closing of a candlestick. It's definitely up to you, whichever one you use. I say it really depends on what you are trading and how you are trading it, honestly, but that's definitely your option on how you want to mark up your chart or mark up your trend line. And next thing that I would like to go on to is the measurement tools. Not really measurement tools, but it do help you kind of get a look at the market for like retracements, trends, and things like that. So you have the Fibonacci, which people usually use for a retracement tool. So the way that you will use it, start at the lowest low, and then you can go up to the highest high. And then that's how you were able to mark up your Fibonacci. And as you guys can see, this is a perfect kind of Fibonacci marker right here. It retraces back down to the 0.618 and then shoots back up from that point forward. And that has now hit your TP all the way to TP3, depending on how you have your Fibonacci set up. But yeah, I usually consider that like a TP3. But that's how you set up your Fibonacci. Next tool that a lot of people use is the pitchfork. A very, very, very great tool to use. So the way you will set up your low point, and then you would go to the highest high, boom, and then stretch it down to the lowest, a swing high, and then stretch it back down to the swing low. So that's how you will use the pitchfork. And you guys can also watch tutorials on other ways to mark up your pitchfork. That's just a simple way of clarifying it. And that's usually used for like trends, to measure retracements of a trend. And next thing that I would like to go into are the geometric shapes that you can use. So rectangle, a very popular one that I use for when I'm marking up my supply and demand. Very, very, very useful tool. So it's more so like when you are setting up zones, more so than a specific entry point. Let's just say you have a resistance or support zone that you're waiting for the market to enter into. That's what I would use that for. So that's how you can use that. And like I said, that one is called the rectangle, or you can use the ellipse. Again, click once, click twice, and then stretch it out. That's how you make the circles. So those are the geometric shapes. You have either one that you could choose from. Path, I use that for price action. And then text is one that you use usually for webinars whenever you are teaching others. So let's say you're talking and then you want people to follow along, you can just come over here, type it out. Or let's say you're waiting for a zone to come and you writing down notes on your chart to remind yourself, okay, this is what I'm looking for when this market enters this zone. And then boom, whenever you go back to that chart, you're reminded just by looking at it and you're good to go. So next you have pattern. Either pattern that you really want to use. I don't really use this, but very nice tool. Next you have the long position and the short position. So whenever you enter a trade, long position is for buys, short position is for sale. So here you could drag your TP all the way up and then your stop loss to whatever you want it to be. This is how you're able to measure a 3-to-1 ratio or a 2-to-1 ratio. Whenever you're trading, you can read it right here. Risk to reward ratio, it would tell you. So that's how you're able to measure your buys. And then for your sales, same thing, boom, come here, and you could basically map out how far you want to go in your position. Most of the time, people suggest using a 3-to-1 ratio or a 2-to-1 ratio whenever you're trading. And next you have icons. Don't really use any of these, to be honest, basically like emojis. Next you have the measuring tool for whenever you're trying to map out how many pips something is, or whenever you're trying to count your pips. So this will let you know how many pips you are going up or down. Doesn't really matter. However you want to measure it, and then you can just spread it out to however far you want to go. And it'll also tell you how long it took for that move to take place. So this took 10 hours and 45 minutes with 43 candlesticks to make that make that move in total. Next, you have your zoom in feature. And the rest are really up to you. You could lock all your drawing tools, stay in drawing mode and stuff like that. Or let's say you marked up your charts and now you're just trying to look at a naked chart. Come over here, hide drawing, or you can hide your indicators, whatever you want, or you can hide all. So that's how you are able to mark up your charts. And then up here in the top is where you will have all of your time frames that you will trade in. And then you can put a star by all of the time frames that you like to look at and prefer looking at. So you can do that. As you guys can see, I have stars in mine, and they all are in the top left corner. You can also change your candlesticks to the line chart, or you can use Fibonacci candlesticks. Very, very, very popular candlesticks. I really do like those. Really good for measuring momentum. So however you choose to use it, did not try to click that, but right here you will have your indicators. This is what you will click on to add all your indicators whenever you are trying to add something on. You can also put a star by the indicators that you like to use the most. So whichever your choice is, that's how you're able to come here and search them up. You can just simply type it in the search bar, and then boom, it will pop up just like that. You can add on whichever one you want to use. Some of these are modified indicators, so definitely pay attention to which indicator you are selecting and make sure you are reading what they all include. And for the last thing that I would like to go over, you have the alerts. So let's say you want to create an alert for when the market comes back down to 8,800 or 88,000. Boom, create that alert. and you will be able, so all the way out. So boom, 88,000. Whenever the market comes to that zone, that's when I'm ready to get in for a buy, and boom. So that's how you're able to create an alert. And you could even type it in right here. So alert name, look for buy, look for sell, or remind yourself when it's nearing your stop loss and things such as that. Very, very, very nice tool. One of my favorites so far. Definitely what I use the most, to be honest. But yeah, that's what I suggest using for that. And here you will see all of your playlists, not playlists, but lists for when you are looking for trades to watch. You have an active trade. You can create a list for whichever one you want to use it for. But HFX, I have a list for all of my trades that I like to be in, all of the things I like to trade in. So that is how you will use that. But I definitely hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this was able to help all of you new beginner traders and new traders. And if so, please leave a like and subscribe. And definitely let me know what you would like me to make a video on next. And I would definitely be glad to help you guys with that. But stay tuned for the next video, and let's continue to grow and get better, and let's continue to be profitable.